Portugal 1 for 6 or number 3 for landing.
Number 3 behind 728
Establish one flight on Naha Okay, Razer 3005 wind 350, then continue approach. Approach is okay.
اخواتي السلام عليكم ورحمه الله تعالى وبركاته. معكم DZ Aviation pour une nouvelle vidéo. J'espère que راكم ملاح, j'espère que خليناكم بخير وتلاقينا بكم على خير. In English, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DZ Aviation, coming to you for a new video today. Obviously an impromptu video. Unfortunately, you guys probably know what happened to us yesterday. We tried to stream the beast on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Obviously, it is not a new thing that happens to us here on the channel. Technical issues over technical issues. Fortunately, this time it was not our fault. It was Fly-by-Wire's fault. I hope you guys are doing well. Hold on one second here. I'm trying to move my camera a little bit to the center so you guys can see me and my new haircut. I hope you guys are doing well, my friends. If anybody knows how to make these settings permanent on Streamlabs, that'd be much appreciated. We got a new microphone set up, so that way I no longer have to run after the microphone to make sure that my voice is crisp. Hold on one little second, my friends. In the meantime, we're gonna go and welcome our French-speaking people. Bonjour à tous, mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue sur DZ Aviation pour une nouvelle vidéo. Désolé, j'ai le hockey. J'essaie de faire 36 000 choses à la fois. Ça n'a pas l'air de fonctionner. C'est le multitasking, malheureusement. c'est comme ça. J'espère que tout le monde va bien, les amis. Je m'excuse énormément pour ce qui s'est passé hier. Je sais pas si certains d'entre vous étaient présents pour voir le délire qui nous est arrivé hier en Australie à bord du Fly-by-Wire A380. Malheureusement, c'était le premier test, hein, comme plein de streamers. Ce qu'on a fait, c'est qu'on a testé testé les eaux, hein, comment dire. On a fait un petit vol de Sydney en partance pour Adelaide. Malheureusement, tous nos avionics, donc le PFT et le ND, se sont complètement bloqués en plein vol et on n'avait même plus l'opportunité de bouger l'avion. Donc il n'y avait plus de réponse. Que ça soit dans les rudders, que ça soit dans les flaps, les contrôles Verne, etc., etc. Donc notre avion était immobilisé en l'air. Il suivait je ne sais quoi. Je ne sais pas si ça suivait une trajectoire spécifique ou non, mais c'était définitivement en dehors de notre plan de vol. Et donc on a dû, vu que c'était trop tard, hein, on a dû mettre fin au stream. Et puis voilà. Les amis, j'espère que vous êtes prêts aujourd'hui. On essaye de se rattraper si on veut. On essaye de faire... de rabibocher, hein, si on veut. Parce que je sais que hier, c'était pas trop ça. Hein. Bon, ça arrive. Hein, c'est les aléas du streaming. Il faut être courageux. Il faut être capable de surmonter ces genres de choses-là. Certain qu'on va surmonter ensemble, les amis. Vous connaissez déjà quand même pas mal bien. Alors, pour commencer le stream, j'aimerais remercier les nouvelles 2 personnes qui se sont abonnées à notre chaîne hier, malgré les intempéries qu'on a reçues sur le simulateur avec ce nouveau jouet qu'on a. Et puis, voilà les amis. Si vous n'avez rien d'autre à ajouter, je vois que c'est quand même assez calme sur le chat. On va aller appeler la Smala. Attendez, on va aller partager la vidéo avec... nos confrères de la communauté. Petit moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I was saying in French, I hope you guys are all doing well. We do apologize for the issue that happened to us. So I wanted to apologize on behalf of myself, but also on behalf of Fly-by-Wire. I actually did reach out to them. It seems to be a known issue that some simmers, not everybody, will actually have happened to. Obviously, they mentioned that this is an alpha, and it is to basically it's in our risk, right? I mean, it's to the individual's risks to stream or not this aircraft. It is right now considered to be how we call that? It is considered to be VATSIM ready. However, it is an alpha version, and that is the reality, my friends. Without further ado, let's get started. We're gonna go ahead and have the Fly Live set up for you guys. Last time we did have some issues. Let's see if we have the same issues today. Let's go and edit. We are in Haneda, as you can see. Hold on, we're not in Haneda. We are in Kansai, and we're going to Naha. And our flight number, what did we say the other day was our flight number? We're looking for 1731, so that's gonna be all Nippon 1731. It is obviously a fictitious flight, does not exist in real life, at least not with this airplane, but it does actually exist. Flight number is a real flight number, and that's it. So without further ado, let's go into our cockpit. We have been briefed and told that it is going to cause us some flickering, some issues here. The airport is huge. Okay. The airplane is huge as well. Requires a lot of systems. Let's go ahead and call our... What are we going to call? The catering truck. For a starter. It looks like this gate is not suitable for our airplane. So unfortunately, it doesn't feel like we're going to be having GSX work with us. At least not right now, not today. But this is the super jet that we're going to be operating today. And we will simulate every single operation of it, hopefully, to the best of our understanding of its procedures. I did spend some time watching a couple of videos yesterday. And I do hope that it actually comes to a great conclusion. Let's go ahead and look at our controls. I have my controls in read-only mode. I am going to mention that DLAA with the DLSS Super Resolution actually gives me better results in terms of performance. I know the Kansai airport is a little too hungry in terms of performance, but look, with the DLAA, at least we are saving a tremendous amount of performance. Let's just look here at the catering truck, which is actually going to our airplane. Let's go ahead and call the fuel truck. How it works. Baggage truck. Let's see if we can get some animation going on around our airplane. Again, this is a test flight, my friends. We don't want to take this too seriously to the level of professionalism that we used to with DZ Aviation. It is basically just going to be one of these days where we will be experiencing flight sim. Hold on a second. With the title of this video. Hold on 1 second. Kansai国際空港. The names of the airports are written in Japanese for you guys Japanese geeks. If you want to read it, it says Kansai Kokusai Kuko in Japanese in the description. Look at our it's not matching perfectly 100%, but at least it's working pretty well. Zacharias Livongi destination, we're going to Naha International. That is the island of Okinawa in Japan. Alrighty, so it looks like we are all set up. We do have our external power on. Let's go ahead and have the battery on. Battery to APU battery, ESS, a battery to the on position. We were told to also have the NSS data avionics on, which may or may not be the cause of our issues from yesterday. We're gonna go to the adheres and have them to nav position, my friends. Let's go ahead and import our flight plan. See how it goes, see how everything works for us. Okay. Actually, no. Hold on a second. No. I haven't even planned the. What am I saying? Oh, goofy DZ Aviation. ANA 1731 operating from Kansai, Osaka, and we're going to Romeo, Oscar, Alpha, and Hotel direct to Naha. Let's go ahead and pick our airplane. So this is the A380-800. Correct me if I'm wrong. It looks like the airplane that we are operating here with the fly-by-wire is the 380X. I don't know if there's a model that is the 1000 or not, but that's what it looks like it is. Let's go ahead and take a look at our registration number. That's the JA382 Alpha. Okay, and we go and enter that here. JA382 Alpha. Our FIN number is going to be 382, obviously, and we do not have any cell call for this airplane. We're going to be operating in kilograms. Yesterday I watched a video from V1 simulation, and it seems to be that if you switch your units to pounds, you may actually encounter some issues. So we're looking for 2 hours and 10 minutes today on the blocks. We will depart runway 06 left. I'm not going to try to fit with flight radar 21. It is nighttime in Japan right now. We're simulating my time, Montreal time, 12:14 p.m. as you can see here. And we'll be arriving runway 18 left. That's the largest runway down in Naha. I'll show you a little bit of the weather here. Actually, I'm learning with you guys. I have no idea how the weather's going to be, but it looks like it is nasty, at least here in Naha. So we're going to be at least spending the first portion of our flights in the dark under the clouds until we reach our cruise altitude. Looks like the trend is coming up, so we may actually end up facing some weather down here at Naha. Possibly, we don't know, not 100%. At least for the METARs, we're looking at 060 at 11 knots. Visibility is unlimited. Some rain, few clouds 700, scattered 900, and unbroken 1100. And for Naha, we are looking for beautiful skies, broken at 1200. 28 is the temperature. with the dew point 27. This is exactly what I said. We may actually end up having some precipitation since the humidity level is a little bit too high. So let's go ahead and pick our payload, our zero fuel weight, altitude, passengers, whatever. Done that. Let's generate our flight plan, and in the meantime we're gonna go back to a flight simulator here, and we will import this time the correct flight plan, RJBBROAH. Go ahead and play some tunes for you guys out there. Let's play some I don't know if they have some Japanese music, J-pop. Let's see if they have J-pop here. Epidemic. Let's see how we go. Looks like it seems to be working. Okay, bear with me, guys. We are experimenting. Okay, there you go. We got our flights. I don't know what's going on with the battery here. It seems that it's charging. So the alternate we have is Taiwan, Taipei International. Let's go ahead and fill our airplane. Are we ready to begin boarding? Let's go ahead and begin boarding. So we got 308 passengers, 8,668 kilograms of cargo. We're looking for zero fuel weight of where are we? We are looking for a zero fuel weight of 334.5. Let me just slide this back, and then I will meet you on the overlay display. Alrighty, now I hope it's better for you guys. I don't need to look at my ugly face here. 334,000 in terms of zero fuel weight. That is perfect. Let's go and take a look at a fuel. The fuel we're looking for 40,543. That is 40,600. Let's do an instant load. We got it. We are all good. And let's go ahead and enter that beautiful information onto our bad boy here. We start with the navigation lights on. We go seatbelt signs auto, no mobile phones auto, emergency lights auto. The cruise supply is on. We're gonna go ahead and log into VATSIM just to make sure that we do have something going on here. And I actually hope that we do not end up having issues with this sim today. Not sure what's going on with VATSIM, but I mean, looks like I changed the resolution. It's picked out on sec here. 19. That may actually may fix it. There you go. Got it back. I just had my 1080p monitor, my side monitor, scaled up to 2K. And when I turned on the vPilot application, it actually ended up screwing it up and throwing it all the way to the side of the screens. Thank you very much for your patience, my friends. Righty. Zakaria doesn't seem to be happy in the chat. It is what it is, my amigo. Things happen. It is in your flight, and feel free to come back whenever you got something that interests you. Try to please everybody as much as possible. We do have I would say a lot of people viewing us from the country of the rising sun. Okay, we have a lot of Japanese viewers. We want to Try to please everybody as much as possible. Let's go ahead to our FMC and try to get our flight plan initiated. First thing first, yesterday I learned that we can go to the survival, I guess? Survival mode, whatever they call it. FMC. We go to the company flight plan request. Let's wait for it. APU is on. Can release ourselves from the external powers. Now we're just gonna wait for the flight plan to get loaded. So originally the flying Honu, the airplane, the A380 from ANA that we are using today, originally it operates from Narita Airport to Hawaii and back. That's what it is dedicated to operate from and to. Okay. However, today we're just testing the waters, as we say. Okay. What are we doing? Iris aligned on position, so it's already aligned, so we're good to go. Let's return back here. Do we have a way of increasing the brightness here? Hold on a second. Let me just take a look at it here. Can we increase? This is the PFD brightness. Let's increase it here. The ND, obviously. Let's go for the ND. And then that's the... Okay, that is our FMC brightness. Awesome. Perfect. There you go. Let's go to the departure. We're going to be operating today, or I guess departing runway 06 left Kansai. And I'll be showing you the layouts on the map. Departure we have is direct Linda. Actually, I believe it is the time to show the navigraph. Let's get some throat candy. He's still a little sick. Trying to get rid of this nasty cold. Like from baby boy. Baby boy growing up, going to daycare, bringing all the germs with him. Nasty. Okay, so it looks like our best bet will be first point is gonna be Linda. We could go on Daisy 2, and then we remove, yeah, well, Daisy 2 with a glory transition. So let's go Daisy 2 with a, actually it is gonna go to glory. Just make sure that we have Daisy, Julia, and Linda. Perfect. That's what we want. We insert it. Okay. And we'll cancel this. The arrival, I am looking at the RNAV 18 left. Cool. So let's go to Naha 18 left. We got the Iheya November. Also RNAV 18 left via Cool. And the star is Iheya November, so that is the Iheya North. The Iheya Northern approach. Just make sure that we don't have any discontinuities. Oh man, this doesn't sound like J-pop at all. I mean, maybe. Do we have any anybody wants to change the tunes? Let's try to change the tunes. Let's go for something a little more je ne sais quoi. Okay, let's see. Dashi. Yeah, maybe a little better. There you go. Going for the beat. Alrighty. Okay, so we're done with the flight plan. Let's go ahead. So we went to the init. Okay, departure, nav aids, fuel and load are 0 fuel weight. We got a zero fuel weight of 334.5. Let's enter that 334.5. Okay. The center of gravity, according to our loads here, we're looking for 34.9. That is a 35.0 solid. 35.0. And the block fuel we have here is 40,600. So we're gonna go 40.6. There you go. We got all of our information here. We are pretty good. Now we can return back here and we go to our takeoff performance. So for the takeoff performance, I will bring you back onto the sim brief screen. Hold on 1 second. My stream deck is not working today. And voila. So we all have to go to takeoff performance. Takeoff performance, we got our weights, the length in feet, kilograms. Takeoff weight is all here. Optimum, everything is already here. We just have to hit calculate, and it is actually going to calculate all of the information for us. So we're going to enter this information onto our airplane. I'm going to slide the sim brief back and we enter it. Alrighty, so we're looking for a V1 at 141. 141. Rotation speed will be 145. And V2 we're looking for 150. Okay. Are we going on flex? Yes, we're going flex. We're going to flex 66 today. Et voila. And flaps 1. That's cool. Flaps 1. And let's just look at the THS. That is looking for 36%. So here, let's go 36.0. Okay. And how do we do this? Do we have to increase or no? Reduce? I don't know. I actually don't know how this works. 36. Whoopsie. My bad. Uh-oh. Okay. 36.0. Okay, there you go. And then... So... I guess that's the trim. That's what the trim looks like. It is. There's no trim wheel. That's the pitch trim wheel. Okay. How are we gonna do this? Ho 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 ho. Let's go here. Did it move? Nope, didn't. What if we do this? Doesn't seem to be moving. I don't know if this is the trim or not, but I believe we should go to the flight control. There you go. And then with the flight controls, probably we're gonna be able to move it once the engines are on. Either way, I guess with all of that, we should be ready to go. We are squat 2000. There you go. Status switching, not found. Okay. All passengers on board. APU's on. Beacon lights on. We can prepare for pushback and departure. Not sure if it's gonna be taken care of. Okay. Can we customize this parking position? Doesn't seem to be working really. Okay. Alrighty, doesn't really matter. We're gonna do a manual, I guess, fly-by-wire authentic pushback. So before we do that, we are gonna go ahead here and recall the truck. We're gonna disconnect the jet bridge. We'll close our doors. There you go. And now we're gonna go push back. Pushback system on. The new FlyPad OS pushback system can cause conflict with other pushback add-ons, but not to enable the system if you plan to use another pushback. Well, we're gonna enable it. That's called the tug. The tug is attached. And I guess let's go backwards, my friends. Back in brakes are on. There you go. Going backwards. And upon that, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on all of our pumps. Again, we're learning, guys. We're learning. This is the first flight. I really do appreciate you guys' patience. We're gonna go back slowly. Starting here. Sounds the only problem that I notice right now with most airports is that the A380 is somewhat difficult to be taken care of by GSX because most parking spots are not suitable with the A380, at least not configured for it. So I really don't know. Okay. Gonna wait for the generators. They're on, number 2 and number 4. Let's go ahead and turn engine number 1 and 3. Hey guys, we're gonna show you flaps 1 sound. Gonna be incredible, like really absolutely extremely awesome. The left, hard left. And flaps 1, my friends. Just the spoilers. That is a beast of an airplane. That is definitely going to be a lot of fun operating. Flying Honu, or flying Honu. Korean Air in perspective, right there. Look at that, my friends. Look at that. This is me manually guiding our bad boy here. We can stop right here. Turn the parking brakes on. Our airplane is all started. So we're waiting for the tug. Okay. Let's go take a look at our result. It's flight level 380. So if I remember correctly, we gotta go here, and we need to go the climb, and we're gonna go here 38000. There we go. Managed. We let it. We leave it managed. Then the cruise, we want 0.82 for the cruise, and then the descent, I guess if we look at our flight plan, the descent we're gonna be looking at at 1,000. Oh, it doesn't allow us to do that. The approach, we do that later. For now. Aside from that, really, looks like everything is alright. I'll show you some really good functionality. Is probably gonna kill my my FPS, but move parking brake. I guess the system here. Oh, and it's starting to rain. Look at that. Let's go ahead and see if we have window heat. I think they're on automatically already. So 122.8.8, and I guess we have to go VHF, and we'll communicate. Kansai traffic, good evening. This is All Nippon 1731. Pushback is now completed. Taxi to runway 06 left for departure. Expected for Naha. All Nippon 1731 for Kansai traffic. Okay, amigos. I don't know how we do this. I guess probably like this. Airport select. Move it like this. Click. No. Double click. Map data. Double click. Map data. Double click. Center on aircraft. Can we actually more? Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to taxi using this functionality. Without further ado, guys, let's go. Taxi lights on. We got these strobe lights on the auto position, and yes, off we go. Bismillah. Testing the brakes. Let's vacate from the apron just to make sure that we leave some space. Anybody? And there may or may not be some steps that we have skipped. Please be aware that this is not intentional. It is just me not exactly knowing how to operate this airplane. But give me a couple of flights. I assure you that we will fly this bad boy. At least I'm not gonna say professionally. I'm not gonna get into those mind territories, but at least we're gonna try to fly it a little bit. And we want to test a new functionality today, which is the brakes to vacate. That's gonna be on arrival. Let's hope for the best, hoping that it's gonna work actually. Gonna trim ourselves to 36.0. It is indeed the stream, so it is indeed. There you go. And for 36.0, that is our rim. Why did it suddenly just stop on us? I'm telling you guys, this beast is really heavy. It is really heavy. I'd like to refine the throttle settings for it. We're taxiing at 24 knots, 25 knots. Not a huge, but okay. Now you can chat with me as we taxi to this bad boy runway. So we're here. Want to go to runway 06. Let's try to see if we can zoom further. No, we can't. So we're gonna turn right here. There is nobody there. Gonna be crossing the bridge. Again, very, very nice airport. Provided to us by Technobrain. That is the company behind the modeling of this beautiful airport. The frames are not the best today, honestly. Possibly because of the rain, the weather, and what's not the best thing ever. Could be the stream that is causing it. So guys, tell me what you think. I may be changing the talking layout, the one with my camera on it. I may actually be changing it to such a way that my camera can remain on at all time. So, and maybe can make the subscribers and donors data a little more subtle to allow you guys more screen. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. In case you wonder, the wipers have no effect, unfortunately. I have tried the wipers and they don't see. Go full up, pull down, pull left, pull right, for your visual pleasure. Welcome to our viewers. I know the chat is pretty quiet. We do have a lot of people that, believe it or not, are not subscribed to this channel, but do come and watch us every once in a while. And my word to these people is, by any chance, guys, if you want to keep in touch with us, give us a like, subscribe to this channel, and you will be always kept aware of any new release, so you guys can come and chat with us. Also, if you're subscribed to this channel, you will be able to send us messages. You will be able to take part in the chat. You'll be able to take part in our conversations. You'll be able to start conversations with us. Thank you in advance for the people that will be subscribing. We're looking at 225 subscribers right now, and we are aiming for 250 subscribers. That is our goal for now, just so we can get this channel properly started. Ideally, if we can have 500 subscribers by the end of 2024, that would be very much appreciated. So if you know anybody that is an app geek that may or may not like to watch us on our daily flights, you can feel free to share our videos, share our works with them. We do have I think upward of 50 videos right now. I know that it's a pretty new video, pretty new channel, but we do actually have in mind the quality and the quantity of our content. There are some unfortunate events where, just like yesterday, the intention is here. We have a right intention to stream something of a good content, but unfortunately, when it fails, it fails. You know what I mean? You can't really much about it. Oh, look at that! This little thingy here does not work. What are we looking at here? Transponder is standby. Let's go transponder auto. Configuration, we're gonna arm our spoilers. That's before takeoff. And the takeoff config test. Let's go ahead and do that here. Okay, takeoff config test. No blue. We're doing well. Okay, so we are trimmed up 4.2. They're all good to go. Go ahead and get some our lights on the side here. Well, here. I wonder how we can turn the light on here and enhance the lighting. Could it... One of these guys here. Yep, that's it. That's it. Got some more lighting here. Our view from the outside, the tremendous one and only flying Honu from All Nippon Airways. The turtle, the flying turtle, basically. That's what they call it. Now we want to see the natural movements of the wings. Not much going on. Not much going on. Pretty good. So yesterday we had a glitch where the doors would open automatically in flight. And that completely threw us off only. Go ahead and do config, it's normal. And then can go taxi to takeoff. Landing lights on. Runway turn off and camera. And the strobe lights can go on. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the strobe lights from the outside. Apparently some people have said that we I guess that fly-by-wire was released with some strobe issues. I don't see any, really. I can see the strobe lights pretty well. I don't know what they meant, but let's go ahead and turn our bad boy into the runway and make our announcement. And Kansai traffic, all Nippon 1731. We line up runway 06 left, 1 immediate departure. Once again, the departure is gonna be Daisy 1. And correction, departure will be Daisy 2. Expect flight level 380 today. The last call for Kansai. Mina arigatou gozaimashita. Ikimasu. And that was our personalized message to the people down here at Osaka. Not forget to get Volanta on board. I completely forgot that. Righty. Volanta. Line up. There are people logged in. My god, the FPS is like crazy. Okay, now it should actually get better. Move the thing. Okay. So, TCAS is still standby. Why is it TCAS standby? Why is... Oh yeah, A-R-A. There you go. Okay, so we're gonna lock the nose wheel. Let's go ahead and do a 40%. Pressure down. Leg set. Bismillah. knots and check. Manage with the rudder. V1, and we can now rotate slowly. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So good. Positive rate gears going up, my friends. Thank you, Kansai, for having us. Go back to a bad boy here. Go ahead and follow. Our flight director. Flaps can go back up. Oh, we are turning, I'm assuming, so we can go to Daisy. Some weather. Can disarm the spoilers. Let's pull on the stick here so we can have a maintained speed. Okay, we're above the clouds. Not bad at all. Try to stay above the clouds. It is actually very, very believable the way it looks, especially now that our frames are back. Looks like the airport was causing us some issues. Can go ahead and turn off the runway, turns off the wing lights. We are on standard altimeter now. And we've passed 10,000 feet. Go ahead and turn off the landing lights. Ladies and gents, we have made it above the clouds. Let's go ahead and see if we can have the rain radar, maybe. We do have a terrain radar. That's not bad. Now, do we have a weather radar? Let's go here. We can do a 640 terrain radar. Let's go here and see if we can have a weather radar. The options are not working. Does not look like the weather radar can work. So let's go back to terrain radar. Okay, guys. Some music. Not sure what's happening with the FPS. This is really with frame gen on. Maybe the weather radar should be turned off. Oh yeah. Looks like. Is there any way we can turn off the tablet? Stand by. There you go. That actually helped. Let's try to turn off the other instruments. We don't need the second FMC. We'll just see. It's probably the weather. We're clearing an area with some nasty weather. Let's do a quick test here. I'm gonna kill the weather and we'll see if the FPS gets better or not. Oh yes. Oh yes. It gets so much better. We do clear skies. Oh yeah. Still in the 20 FPS. I'm not quite satisfied with this. Get back to regular weather, and we want to potentially reset the traffic, if it has any impact on the performance. I'm gonna go to my settings here, because I honestly don't know what happened. I'll go auto. Oh no, not auto, my bad. I will go quality. This is how it was. Okay, that should bring it up. And now we turn it on. We turn off the VSync on the simulator level. This hopefully will get things to better levels. Well, usually we don't have this many problems with the performance, but it's the A380, so it is the A380. The beast of the skies. And as you can see, it is absolutely cloudy everywhere. Well, look. Well, I'm convinced at this level that eventually they're gonna be looking at the performance, and they will definitely be enhancing it for sure. I mean, when I fly the PMDG 737, I get 72 FPS all time, whether or not. I've flown inside the nastiest type of weathers, and it's still good performance all the time. Now today's really an exception because from the moment we took off out of Kansai, I don't know, I felt like 45 FPS at Kansai, that's not normal. Usually I get 72. Usually I am maxed out in terms of performance. See, now we're at 64 FPS. 60 FPS. What happened? Something was blocking the sim. Go figure. What is it that was blocking the sim? And now it's working. Now we're back to 54 FPS, 56 FPS. Let's go ahead and see if we are still... we're still Montreal time. Let's have the weather radar. Oh. It may be the stream. I was streaming at a very high bit rate. Or like I said, it could be the weather. It could be the weather, it could be VATSIM. It could be so many things. The mysteries of Microsoft Flight Sim. Anyways, hope you guys doing well. Everyone on board. Let me see where we're flying right now. Currently, we are flying just past the city of Kochi. Pretty nice departure. So there was a nasty bit of weather that caused us this. And we're back again to lower FPS. Something may be loading in the background. Something may be causing this brutal FPS. Whoa. I don't know. Could it really be the screens? Let's turn them off. So when I look this way, it's 21 FPS, and when I look this way, the same. What if I look up? 26. I mean, even without weather, it still looked bad earlier. I mean, you know what? 25 FPS. As long as our airplane follows its trajectory and we don't have any issue like we had yesterday in Australia, I mean, I don't mind. Let's try to push this bad boy to its limits. Mach 0.89. Good God. The A320, the A380 is surely the beast of the skies. We're gonna try to alternate between the wing views, so you guys are actually aware of what is going on. In the meantime, I'm gonna try to readjust the scene builder. Or should I say my scenes? Hey. Another wing view. Let me just try to hit pause. I'm gonna try to turn off the frame gen mod. So we turn off the frame gen mod. Let's take a look at how many FPS we're getting. Terrible. Okay. And then we go back. That's not normal for sure. There's something that has been doubled. It looks like something has been doubled on the simulator. This is the amount of SPS that I usually get. 72. See? 44, 43, 54, 57. There got to be something wrong with the frame gen. Now we're looking at the normal frames that we should expect. This is the normal frames that we get. So as you can see, we have moved I guess we have made those little icons smaller so they don't bother you anymore. Try to bring it down further. Could actually be even better. So now we don't have to worry about my performance. You can see everything. Where are we headed? Things are right. Now I'm hesitating about which scene for the weather would be the best. So we were looking at the EasyJet Sim Pilot one. We're gonna go for the Lupo Realism now. That's the weather. We got the Lupo Realism here for the Atmospherics. And then we're gonna add the environment from Lupo again. That is the realistic preset. Now you guys tell me which one you believe is the most realistic. Would it be the EasyJet Sim Pilot preset or this preset that we're looking at? I know the EasyJet Sim Pilot preset is a little bit dull, but you know, you can't blame him for that. It's you know, it is the way that the word looks to him, so we're not gonna criticize or anything like that. I honestly prefer Lupo because things are more sharp. The colors are more vivid. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's the world through my goggles myself. We are done with. I'm gonna go to the chat scene. Let's see what we can do. We'll try to make it maybe a little bigger. Complicated. I don't know. I'm probably gonna do it off the stream. Okay, we're clearing the bad weather. We're getting further and further away from that mass. And we should technically be getting closer and closer to our destination. Let's look at the performance. Our top of descent. Still, looks like time to time I have to go back here, reset the frame gen on, and then bring it back off and on. Kind of a pain. No idea, my friends. That's gonna do for today, at least, until we find a better way looking at this. I got no idea what is causing this, but it's certainly something within either the sim or maybe SimFX. Maybe if we remove it. No. No. The contrails. Nope. It is not SimFX. Could be maybe the traffic on the ground. No. It's very strange. It's probably the airplane itself, but I mean, they said it's 20% less of performance, not 200%. You know, I mean, we're going down from like 144 frames per second, which I have locked myself on purpose. We're going down to nothing, barely nothing. Well, we'll do with the amount of FPS we have, that's fine. Probably something limiting it, but I'm guessing maybe the stream. Maybe it's Streamlabs doing this. Yeah, I would say it's possibly Streamlabs doing this. Now, if you wanna excuse me for a moment, I just wanna connect my iPad as a stream deck, so we can follow along, and I can control my thing here. I'll be right back. Alrighty, back to you guys. Apologies. Okay. Let's see how we're gonna do this. I have a phone. Okay. There's a great video I'd like to watch with you guys. While we're doing this, let's go to that little video here. And that video is... Give me one quick moment here. Like my mouse was low down. Go. I just have to enter this password or for my Streamlabs controller. Technically it should work. Connection to desktop. It is not working. Security alert. Left and right. Please make sure Streamlabs desktop is open. It is actually. Either way, let's go ahead and watch a video from our friend EasyJet Sim Pilot. I'm gonna bring this video over to you guys right here. We're gonna pause the music quickly and we're gonna watch this video. Let's increase the volume.
Get the engines fired up and get into the... Hello friends, followers and channel members, welcome back to another video here in the brand new fly-by-wire A380X in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. In our video today I'm going to be giving you a very quick startup guide so you can get the engines fired up and get into the air as quick and simply as possible. But as well as this, I will also be answering and addressing the most common questions that I have been asked regarding this aircraft. Things like the onboard airport navigation system, TCAS, transponders, brake to vacate, all of that stuff, and things in the brand new McDo. If you're used to flying the Airbus A320, everything is very similar, but a lot of things are in a different place. So there are different nuances that we need to address. I will do this as fast as we can because I know you'll be itching to get this aircraft into the air for your first flight. Now, if there are any questions you have that I might miss in this video, then please do leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, so let's quickly go through the setup of the A380. If you're familiar with Airbus philosophy and you're familiar with the A320, for example, you should find a lot of this quite familiar. In the first state, let's make sure we've got a ground power unit available. Obviously select this through the EFB, and when that is available, you'll see on the overhead that you have got the 4 external powers available. Now, these need to be turned on, preferably in the order 2, 3, 4, and 1. The reason for that is because that particular order will result in a shorter start time for all of our display units. Now, the A380 comes already equipped with GSX integration, which down here you'll find if we go to third party, and you can GSX fuel synchronize and payload synchronize as well. I had a little bit of an issue with this when I first tried it. For some reason fueling didn't want to work, so I would recommend at the moment, if you're having issues, turn off GSX fueling, but you can turn on the GSX payload synchronization. That seems to work rather well. However, for our flight today, we'll leave it turned off and we're just going to sort of let it all be done instantly for speed. We've got a flight plan already prepared in Simbury. This is the same flight we live streamed the other night, but just going through some of the finer points in setting things up. Once that's all done, quickly head on to the overhead, go through the usual Airbus flows, which is basically a matter of extinguishing the white lights. So crew supply, make sure that's turned off. We want to start the ADIRs. I'm not going to go through a full professional setup at this stage with engine fire tests and all of that. Navigation lights to be on, and we can have the batteries turned on as well. Fuel pumps can remain off at this stage if you haven't yet refueled. Once refueling has completed though, we can pop all of those on. I do believe there is actually an aircraft specific SOP. Some aircraft allow you to refuel with them on, some of them off, so that will be entirely your choice. Nav lights are on. We also want to make sure the emergency exit lights are armed. No mobiles. Hot light onto auto. Seatbelt slides off before refueling, on after refueling. QNH is all set, and we should see down here then the IR alignment will be in 7 minutes. You can change the IR alignment time in the settings. You can change that to instant if you wish. We'll leave that for the time being. Okay, so the first thing that is probably going to get your attention is the funky looking McDo. Yes, it's all electrical, it's all it's touchscreen in the simulator, so this may confuse a few of you, but not to worry, it is still essentially a same kind of McDo flight management system that you get in your Airbus A320. It's just a little bit more modernized. So if we have a look through the different menus, there's two ways to access them. We've got the menus here at the top, but we've also got similar looking menus down here at the bottom. Things like the init page, the flight plan, performance page, nav page, etc. So all very, very familiar if you're used to Airbus anyway. So we're going to go to our init page, which you can select down here, or once you've got FMS1 page, you can then go and find the init page here, both the same, and you can then do the company request. That will then pull in your information from SimBrief, as long as you have already gone over and in the third party options linked your SimBrief account, which I have. So that should then pull it through. Once it says received the company flight plan, click that again and you can then insert it. That's the first thing done. You would then go through and just fill in all of this as per usual. Now use your keyboard for this if you wish, your actual physical keyboard. I can type in the headwind for the flight and that's done. You can use the keys down here, but obviously we've got the keyboard in front of us, which isn't entirely unrealistic either, because we actually have a keyboard tucked away in here. So go through the normal setup and you should find everything as per usual quite intuitive. So working through this, we then obviously want to go to our flight plan page. This again, you select your departure, and from here then you can find with this menu, you go through departure, select the...
Hold on 1 second, we're gonna watch, we're gonna make sure that we're not too late for our arrival. Okay, where is our top of descent? Let's take a look at that. Basically no longer need this here. Our top of descent is Noggle. And at Noggle, we want to go down to 2000. Let's do it this way. We're gonna start to slow down. We'll keep it managed. Some small Japanese islands left and right. Okay, back to our video. Thanks for your patience, guys.
Runway, select the SID, transition if there is one, temporary flight plan, insert temporary, that's done. Down into Boston, runway at 22 left for our arrival. We were on the ILS approach, because obviously we've got different approaches available as well. Make sure you select the right one. We had no VIAs for our arrival, and we were on the Ocean 5. Insert that, and insert once more to confirm, and that's it. Our flight plan all done, just as you'd be familiar with in other Airbus aircraft. We'd then need to go on to our init page, and this then is where you want to start putting things in, like the fuel and payload. So in order to get all this information, your zero fuel weight can be found on your SimBrief flight plan. Your zero fuel weight center of gravity, that is found on your payload page. So we can pop that here. just going to choose instant for the boarding. So now all fully boarded. Go to the fuel. Make sure that's set as well. I think for this flight we chose about 100 tons. So again, set to instant, and that should be done quickly as well. There we are, that's done. So now if you go to payload, your zero fuel weight CFG is this value here. To find your overall takeoff weight CFG, that is this value here, and simply switch between them there. Transfer those values across into the relevant fields, and then that will be your takeoff performance page all completed. Okay, so that page is all filled out. The next thing to do is make sure you go to your performance page. This is where you would set your V-speeds and your toga or flex, what flap settings you're going to be using, anti-ice, all of that stuff as per usual. But there is no performance calculator available for the Airbus A380 at the moment, so in terms of getting these figures, your SimBrief operational flight plan will provide you with those, so you can pop in figures from there. There is no other place to get them. You can't sort of double click like you could in the A380X in order to get them, so just grab them from there, or if you really wish, you can just make up something a little bit sensible depending on the conditions. So use toga, flaps 1, then the trimmable horizontal stabilizer, that is set to your gross weight CFG, which is 40.6. So type that in here, and then you are all set on that page. Moving quickly on then to the engine start. Well, this set 6.
Where did you get it?
For gross weight CFG, which is 40.6. So type that in here, and then you are all set on that page. Moving quickly on then, and then it's 40.6. So
that's the center of gravity
here, and then you are all set on that page. Moving quickly on then to the engine start. Well, this is pretty straightforward. You do need the APU to be running, so make sure the master switch is on, give it 3 seconds or so, and then hit the start button. That will then fire up the APU. That will take a couple of minutes to begin, and you can monitor that down here. Okay, so once the APU is up and running, the green available light will be showing here. It's actually at this point that you would run all of the engine fire tests. We're going to skip that for the sake of this quick tutorial video. Make sure APU bleed is on, beacon light is on, and then we can start the engines. So that's done with the engine starter. Make sure that's turned to ignition, just like the A320 if you're familiar with that. But the difference here is then you want to wait at least 10 seconds between the engine ignition and then the engine starter switches. Now the reason for this is to check that you don't get a reverser fault ECAM appear down here. Now I'm not actually sure if that is modelled yet in the fly-by-wire A380, but it's good practice because that is something that can happen. Alright, it's been more than 10 seconds, so we're going to start engines 1 and 2. That can be done together at the same time, and obviously then just monitor the engine start parameters up here as they slowly start to build. Once engines 1 and 2 have successfully started, then just repeat the process with engines 3 and 4. Now the A380 comes with an option. That's how you access both transponder and TCAS settings. So now with the engine started, then we do the usual Airbus after start flows, which consists of popping the engine mode selector to ignition, APU bleed would come off, APU master would come off. Of course, prior to this, we would have disconnected the external power on the ground. I've not done this for this video, but there we go, that's now done. And the other thing to do then at this point is arm the spoilers and set the relevant flap settings. So flaps 1 for our departure today. After this, we would then set the trim. Now you'll notice that for those familiar with Airbus, the trim wheel is missing. That is because we now have an electronic pitch trim switcher, toggle button up and down. I find this easier then to set a keybind to, because in order to monitor this, you're going to have to be looking down here underneath the primary flight display. Takeoff THS we want it to be set to this value, which is 40.6. So we need to move this, and there you can see, moving this down here. Oh, a bit too far. There we go. So now we've got the takeoff THS set for our departure. On the upper ECAM display then, the usual takeoff checklist, which is part of the TO config. Seatbelt signs are on, ground sponsors are on,
Okay.
flap set to take off.
We're gonna move this forward.
Like so. Just continue turning this around, and there we are, stand. If we want to hold at the waypoint, simply select the waypoint, press hold, and then you can set your own inbound course, left, right, etc., that kind of stuff. And when you select the runway you're going to be landing on and the ILS approach, the active COM1, then you can't arm brake to vacate. And that's it. That is the so that we can actually vacate the runway. To decided to choose runway 22, select it and type it. Hold is available to you if you want it. Let's remove that though, as I don't want to hold, and erase the temporary flight plan. Alright, so finally then, let's have a look at...
1 minute, we're gonna watch our flight, make sure that we are within... Yeah, we're getting close to Noggle. Destination, the approach. Let's look at the winds here for arrival. So, the winds for arrival, we are looking at 190 at 17 knots. So 190, 17 knots. The outside air temperature is 28. So 28. And the QNH, we're looking at 10-12. So let's do 10-12. That is it. Our minimums for Naha, we are looking at 430. That's gonna be our minimums. So we enter that right here. We're gonna go full configuration. They've given us the vertical approach speed. Now let's go back to see how the brake to vacate works.
Brake to vacate function. So in order to set this up, we'll need to go back to our plan mode. We can then zoom right in. This is Boston Airport, and again you would just select this either by using any of these buttons here, or you can obviously select it and type in Boston, then display the airport. And then what we're going to do is we are going to choose the runway we're going to land at. You can see there's already a big green arrow because we've already told the aircraft in the flight management system that this is the runway we have told it we're going to land at. If we decided to choose runway 22 right, for example, it would tell us that that disagrees with what we've told it in the flight management system. So let's choose the correct one, 22 left. Once we've done that, if you look down the runway, you'll see there are some magenta lines. There is a dry line, there is a wet line. Now the idea is to choose a taxiway after the wet line that you want to exit. In order to do that, make sure you choose an exit that the A380 is actually capable of taking. You'll find this in your Navigraph charts, the A380 approved taxiway routes. Now I know from flying this flight the other day that we can't use the Mike exit. Instead, what we have to do is vacate onto Bravo. So you'll see we can actually select this here, left click with the mouse, and then that is where brake to vacate is going to slow the aircraft down so that we can actually vacate the runway off on taxiway Bravo. Once that has been selected and set, moving over here, you can select on the auto brake the brake to vacate option. You'll know if you've done this right, because if this hadn't been selected, if you move this to brake to vacate, it would spring back to disarm, because if you haven't set it correctly, then you can't arm brake to vacate. And that's it. That is the brake to vacate function all set up and done.
Okay.
Now, a quick note as well about the new audio control panel. Some of the newer Airbuses are getting this kind of radio panel as well now. It's pretty self-explanatory and rather intuitive. So we've obviously got COM1, COM2, and the standby frequencies over here. We can simply type in the frequency that we want to pop into the standby. Then to transfer that across, you press this button just here, transfer it back, again same thing. Basically this is the toggle button between the standby and the active. To actually communicate on this frequency, then you need to make sure that this is highlighted in green. They're very important, of course, if you're flying on the VATSIM network. Also worth noting as well that just like the Airbus A320, on the navigation page, you don't need to enter things like
EasyJet
the
Sim Pilot.
ILS.
Thank you very much for your video, highly appreciated. And without further ado, let's go back to our cockpit. We're gonna try to apply what we've learned today. So looks like Noggle is gonna be our top of descent. Okay, we are gonna go here. So they said plan. Okay, and we go down here. Okay, our runway is gonna be the, let me just zoom in. We want the, that's Kansai. That is Kansai. My bad. I believe we need to go plan, and then we need to go light plan and go down Kansai. Is that it? No, that's not how it works. No. Okay, so we're gonna go here, map data, no, airport selection. We're gonna select ROAH. ROAH. That's the airport. Let's just click here, display airport. We're gonna wait. Again, something is loading. It is eating our FPS. It seems to be back to normal now. Okay. So we're gonna be landing runway 18 left. Is that what we said? Runway 18 left. Yeah. So the 18 left is right here. Okay. Let's zoom in so we can figure out how we're gonna vacate this runway. Okay. So first thing first. We got an Airbus A380, okay? Let's take a look at the charts from Naha and see what is approved for the A380. 1350 using taxi Alpha 8 whiskey aircraft weight shall not exceed top bar lights. Nope. Let's just take a look at Naha. Reference. Overview, weather, runway 18 left. Reference point, no. Taxi, airport briefing, airport information, runway entrance light, holding positions, airport briefing, Okuma, the routes, nope, the arrival. Nope. So that is the airport briefing. I believe this airport is not fit to get the A380, but the A350 seems to be working fine. So I'm looking at Echo 7 or Echo 8. Echo 8 could be. Echo 8 could be the exit. So we're gonna go here, Echo 4 Charlie. Nope. Echo 5, that's an entrance. Echo 7. And Echo 8. So we're gonna hit here. Echo 8. Oh. Okay, doesn't want to take it. Let's try Echo 9. Nope. Nope. Aha. So this runway does not have the dry markings. Enter on aircraft. Interesting. The brake to vacate function. Very interesting. So basically, they need to have that function in order for us to be able to use the brake to vacate little thingy. Okay. Very, very interesting. Let's go ahead and start our descent, boys. Unfortunately, we got no brake to vacate today because we picked an airport that somehow is not fit for the A380. Doesn't matter, we're learning, okay? We are learning, my friend. Let's go ahead and get our other screens on. Back on here. So now we're back to the FPS that we expect. I don't know how we did that, but hey, listen. Beautiful. يعني la vérité تحرقة à 380 pour les personnes qui n'ont jamais essayé. You know how it is, man. It's actually a very good feeling to fly this airplane knowing that it actually operates with a high level of fidelity. It's alpha. We're not gonna step into that conversation, but it's alpha. And how can I say? It's pretty good. It operates in a very high fidelity way. It doesn't feel okay. Yeah, I got it. It doesn't feel cheap. That's what I meant. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels like, you know, you can tell that they've been working on this for 4 years. However, what bothers me is, I mean, we're in the doorsteps of 2025. You know, if you're gonna develop something, might as well make sure that the performance is good, you know? Because if you're gonna develop a product that ends up being a performance hog, then you know what? You may actually hurt people that have low budget, you know? Because the idea is, okay, right now I think I consider myself mid-level because I got a 3080 Ti. But the idea here is that, what about the people that have the 2060s or 2060 Supers, 1080 Ti's, you know? What are they gonna do? Like, yesterday I was watching a video from V1 Simulation. Okay? V1 Simulation, which is a very respectable streamer in the community. And the guy is, like, he has a 4080 Super. 4080 4080 Super. Okay, I know this simulator is CPU limited, but the guy has a 4080 Super. That's way better than my 3080 Ti. It does frame gen without any problems, okay? But it brought his simulators to its knees, you know? And I believe that is not something we want to see often, you know? I would rather have something like the Phoenix or you know, any other airplane that performs in a smooth way, rather than have to handle all these performance spikes. You know, we're not in X-plane anymore. I don't want to sound rude to the X-plane users and the X-plane community, but you know, to me that's how X-plane feels right now. The experience we're having with the A380 in terms of performance, it really feels like X-plane. It feels like unstable. It feels like, you know, up and down, all over the place. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what we want. You know, that kind of stuff. Got some picky people here. I know that everybody has had a lot of A380 videos. That is probably been the most popular aircraft this week. Where are we here? That's the second floor. Yeah, second floor. That's the highest class. The highest class has the best wing view. I was thinking, should I get the music back on? Probably. Probably. Until we reach the final. Yeah, I was actually wondering, something is off. It was actually the volume. That was actually pretty bad. See, now the performance is back to our standards. 64 FPS. What happened in between? No idea. Probably the fly-by-wire systems. So we've been on for an hour and 36 minutes since pushback. Now we're reaching the Ihea point. Descending steadily. I believe the issue that I had yesterday was really the NSS data to avionics. Something went off and that costed me my flight right there. So yeah, I'll keep doing some tests for sure offline with this bad boy here. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. We're probably a little off in terms of time. It is 2:18 p.m. for me. Yeah, we'll add 2 minutes here. Yeah. 2:18 p.m. and we actually lost 1 hour since we have flown down to the western side of Japan. So we said the QNH will be 10, 12. And 12 should be on both sides. There you go. Oh, that glitch again. Okay. Let's go to the init. And then we go to the performance, the descent, the approach. How do we do that? That's for the landing. The cruise was 380. Hold on. Continue down here. We should be at 2000 over Kukul. So what we're gonna do is, I believe at Kukul we're gonna hold. We're gonna hold to the right, and that's gonna serve us well. So we'll learn how the hold works. Right, active flight plan. Let's see how it goes with the hold. And in the meantime, my bad. Position nav aids. Okay. How do we do that? Isn't it automatic? IRS. performance. Is it the position monitor? No. Board DME. Tuned for display. Okay. Nope. Is it the AdCom? Not the AdCom. Let's try to find the ILS. I'm gonna cheat, probably, by looking at someone else's YouTube video. And what do you have here? No. Let's go and check. Go. Gotcha. So apparently the ILS and all that information, it's gonna be pulled automatically. So we won't need much. What's the temp right now? 25. Good. We don't need any. Where are we at here? 6,000 feet. Landing lights must be on. The takeoff lights. The turn away. Runway turns off. Actually, delete. We're gonna remove the hold. Because oh cool is oh pretty good now. We're arriving quite well. Let's go ahead and have the replay. This time it's not gonna be the flight control replay, but rather the other one, which is the flight recorder, which we will use. Not quite yet, but it is going to be used. So far so good. Doing well. Quite very well actually. Oh man, I wonder what the view would look like this floor here. This floor here, if you look at the oh yeah, it would look, oh my god, it looks so good. I don't know, the bottom just doesn't cut it for me. I don't know. The bottom floor is just let's go ahead and flaps one. We're gonna kill the music. We're gonna go ahead and activate our approach mode. We confirm it. Man, oh man. We're gonna speed up that altitude reduction. Gonna arm the localizer. Or should I say wireless localizer now? What is this? There you go. And we will start recording from right here. That's us retracting the landing gears. Gonna maintain the altitude right there.
2,500.
There you go. Approach. Are we not there yet? It is not capturing anything as of now. Okay. Look at that, my friends. Look at that. That is what actually happens when you have no idea what you're doing. Okay, so we got flaps full, landing gear down. We are landing with a low auto brake. Once again, if we go down here, the plan, and we go to our arrival airport, as you can see here on the screen, it does not seem to be willing to allow us anything. Even if we go here or here, nothing. Does not seem to be an airport that accepts the A380s. And that being said, we will just stick to what we got here. And we just landed with a low auto brake. That's okay. Not all the airports have to have that option on, the brake to vacate option. So that wouldn't be a big problem. I don't know what is the W here. The light isn't turning on right here. The approach mode. So they said that technically, where did we go earlier? We went not here, the nav 8. Frequency channel, the course. It's 183. Oh yeah, because we're actually doing an RNAV. We're not doing a ILS. That's probably the reason why. We are gonna do a RNAV arrival, which isn't really a problem to us. But lock doesn't look like it's working here. No. We're nav. Probably the airplane has this function, but for now it just doesn't seem to have it implemented so far right now. So bismillah, guys, let's go down and land this bad boy. We're looking at RNP approach from CAMG. Need to be at 1,200 feet. Some crosswind, not too bad, but I believe we can do it. Let's go ahead. Bismillah, we'll see you guys on the ground. My controls. All good to go. Some winds. Maintain the altitude. So from CAMG, which starts to dip down. We're gonna look for the center of the runway. Somehow the airplane feels quite light right now. Just simply because of the full flaps. It takes time to get used to the way it actually flies. 1,000 feet, stabilized. We're gonna keep 1,200 as our initial go-around altitude if we need to. But oh, look at that! Look at that! How close we're flying to this little fisher boat. We have 2 white, 2 red.
100 above.
100 above. We got close to our minimums. Remember, 430.
Minimum.
Continue. We have 1 white. Let's continue. Gonna trim ourselves down just so that we can maintain this bad boy up in the air. We're doing well so far. We're looking for 50 over the numbers. Okinawa, windy Okinawa, my friends. Continue.
Fifty.
50.
40. 30. 20.
20.
Retard.
Idle throttle.
10.
Let's
5.
float it. There you go, my friends. On the ground at Okinawa. For the first time, A380 from fly-by-wire reversers are engaged. My friends, 100 knots. We got 80 knots. We brake manually to vacate. Our auto brakes are now off. We have, for some reason, just arrived. And the FPS, for some reason again, which I cannot explain, gave up on us. I believe I don't know. Things are loading. The system is loading. Runway ahead. Maybe that switch clicking. Alrighty. Gonna maintain the speed. I guess maintain this taxiway and gonna retract the flaps. All Nippon Airways, my friends. I do encourage you, fly them if you happen to have the opportunity at some point in your lives. A very, how can we say? I think it is one of the only, besides Emirates, one of the only 4-star or 5 stars airline. I can't remember 100%, but it is one of those airlines here, and have our AP started. Gonna have the strobes auto position. Wing lights can turn on. Sorry, off. Did I say? There you go. As you can see, FPS stability, not really the best. We'll try to reach out. PSX. Maybe we have the quadruple engine running. The throttle is it needs to be reworked. I mean, on my end at least, I need to rework the throttle, because the throttle is it's either I move it to 40% and it goes super quick. Okay, there you go. Updating. We got 0 suitable gates, my friends. Absolutely no gate wants us here in Naha, Okinawa. Go and look at our charts here on the ground. Really funny how we actually made it to an airport that doesn't even accept the A380s. How we actually made it. But anyways, it is a good test. It is a good way to you know, experience things, experiment, you know. I don't know why my spoilers here indicate that they are armed. Okay. Then go ahead and finish the recording. I'm gonna stop the recording. That may actually have been the recording that actually made our simulator quite laggy. But hey, for an alpha version, I'm way more satisfied than the beta base version of the Aerosoft A330. I'm actually more pleased with this bad boy here than Aerosoft. And Aerosoft is payware, guys, so keep that in mind. Where are we gonna park today? Where are we gonna park? Let's go ahead and log out from VATSIM. No longer need VATSIM, since we already arrived to our destination. Is the Japan Transocean here on the right side. There's a sound that bothering me. I don't know if yeah. That's the FS Realistic. Kind of a weird sound. I don't know if it's the anyways, I'll look at it later. But it's kind of a kind of a weird sound. I'm not sure if you can hear it, guys. So that is an A3, a 777 there. A&A. Could we maybe take that spot? Maybe. Jason Medic coming in with a subscription. Thank you very much, my friend. Welcome to the team, Jason Medic. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. We do really appreciate, much appreciated. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Welcome to the team. Gate 33, probably gonna be what we're looking for here. Matter, I go 33 here.
The requested
This.
position is already assigned to another aircraft. The
This.
chosen position is too small for your aircraft.
Oh yeah, I don't care. Oh, Nippon. Go ahead and turn the taxi lights off. And let's get ourselves in the gate, or at the gate. I don't know why they always say the chosen position. Let's pause here for a quick moment. Okay, we go customize airport positions. Okay, and we got gate 33 here. Okay, that's gate 33. I'm not sure if you can see this, guys. Let me just do the. Hold on a second. Let's go bring you back to the talking point. Okay. Maybe this way you guys can see what I'm looking at. Okay, there you go. So, parking, gate heavy, operators, pushback. Okay. Allegiant. No, Allegiant doesn't operate here. But then, parking radius. Looks like it does not work for the A380. Let's do customize. No, we don't want to. Oh, shit. Okay. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. That is not what I wanted to do. How do we exit from this editor? Anyways, we're at the gate here, okay? The editor. I think it's one of the Fs, either F1, 2. Okay, I think we can do this like this. And then it says how we can exit. DSX editor, move object, reset default position. Next object, so let's do F4, 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 till we're out. Position, there we go. How do we get out of the editor? I remember I used to do it. I've actually edited some airports. This object, rotate faster, move faster, help text equal. Hold on. Previous object, change, commit, change. Previous, next parking, reset default position. That's to 9. Snap, rotate, move faster. There you go. Okay, so they actually pushed us into the gate. Good. Let's go ahead and have our parking brakes on. And then we turn the engines off. Anyways, it was an unconventional way to arrive at the gate, but guys, hey, we made it anyways, and then kind of cheated our way into the gate. But the whole purpose is to see how and if this taxiway, or I guess this gate, is gonna work for our airplane. They have double jetways. Let's take a look at that.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
This parking is small. Just write me there, right? It's still not working.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Anyways, okay. Let's just do this here. Services. Get the jet bridges. There you go. The jet bridges are coming. They seem to be floating. Yeah, obviously. It is floating. It has detected the door, but it is floating. So we must probably wait for someone, somehow, to look into configuring the A380. And that's definitely not gonna be myself. I don't know how it works. I may learn. Nobody does it. Someone has to. Okay, so guys, let's go back to our play. And let's go ahead and do the get the engines on. My bad. This. Like this. Have the engine started. It's an opportunity for us to hear these engines. And we'll do a good replay for you guys. The landing lights must be on. The wing lights, the strobe lights. We are just configuring ourselves. Our landing rate here at Naha was negative 213. Quite a good landing, as per my books. We'll wait for generators. They're on. Back to do this. Get some music started as usual. I hope you guys have enjoyed anyways. I know there's not a lot of people watching us live. Jet lag, a lot of people everywhere, lots of streams going on with the A380. So I don't blame you guys. But still, I do appreciate the 133 people that have joined our channel, that have passed by. I really appreciate. Thank you very much. All the people that have joined us today. Albeit for a quick moment. I know it is Friday. It is still a day of the week, technically, officially. I'm on vacation myself, but I know not everyone is. So we got our engine started. Let's go ahead and pull our airplane back. Let's do replay. Okay. We're gonna move the bad boy here. Here. Maybe this view. Yes! We made it, guys! We have made it for the first time on the A380. That is so damn exciting, guys. I can't describe that feeling, but hey, despite all the problems that we've had, all the FPS issues and whatnot, we've made it finally, and we've landed this bad boy for the first time. Look at the lighting. Look at the clouds, the lighting. That is Rex Atmos. And that is the Lupo preset. There you go. That's our landing into Naha. Not really a very not the top destination of the average simmer. But hey, you know, DZ Aviation, we like to fly where no one does. We like to showcase some sceneries that no one actually does, or very few do. I know our fellow streamer Captain Canada does actually give respect to a lot of developers, senior developers, and actually does fly everywhere in the world. Is constantly looking for new developers, new sceneries. He hasn't flown to Algeria yet. Not to Algiers yet, but hopefully he will soon. And our landing here at Naha. Somebody has already taken our spot. There you go. Touchdown. Voilà les amis. On the ground at Naha. People applauding us. On the money, right on the money. Let's pause it, bring it back slightly. We're gonna look at our replay from right here. Ignore the doors. Touch down. We certainly wiggled a little bit. What we're gonna do next, guys, is that we're gonna go back about here, and I'm gonna show you how we can do let's first of all, let's lock the camera. It is gonna want to follow our airplane. We're gonna keep it going away from this airplane. We do the focus mode on. And we're gonna go down to Naha here at the airport. Make no mistakes. We're gonna try to see. Let's increase the drone speed a little bit so we can get there further and faster. Where's the runway? 18 left. 18 left is here. Okay. So what if? Uh-oh. Let's not follow the airplane. Okay. What if this bad boy comes in? Oh, guys, let me tell you this. We are gonna have a beautiful view. Gonna get it this way. Let's resume replay. Get this out of the way. We're gonna... Oh, yeah. We're gonna come into the airplane. Make sure that the things are closed. There you go. Let's watch this, my friends. A very necessary fly by... Touchdown. Actually, let's try to fix it a little bit. Okay. We are gonna bring this airplane back here. Okay. About here. Okay. And then we're gonna move the camera to the exact point where we will actually touch down. Where are we gonna touch down? Let's increase here. Where are we gonna touch down? Okay. We gotta get away a little bit. And then this way. There you go. That's the point. Okay. This is how, my friends, you manage to go for a good replay. Let's do this, my friends. Alrighty. And upon these words, my friends, it's about the end of this stream. I do appreciate every one of you guys coming in to join us today. Thank you very much for our new subscribers. We do have 3 new people. I do appreciate your patience. I do appreciate your understanding from our failed stream from yesterday. Thank you so very much for all the people taking part of this stream. Whether it be through likes, through joining us, watching us, talking to us, chatting with us, subscribing to our channel. Thank you very much to all of our moderators, donors. Thanks to all the people supporting us on social media. We do appreciate all the people watching us from France, from Germany, from Latvia. Thank you very much for all the people watching us from Japan, from Tokyo. Thank you very much for the people watching us from Algeria. Shout out to our people always helping us here. EasyJet, Sim Pilot, through their videos. Thank you very much for Captain Canada to teaching us through his videos how to fly this bad boy. Thank you so very much to Fly by Wire for releasing a beautiful airplane. Ladies and gentlemen, without these people, we will never make it this way. Thank you to all the people supporting our flight simulation community. Thank you for all the streamers showcasing this airplane. And thank you to all the people supporting DZ Aviation. Your efforts will never go unnoticed. And upon these words, my friends, I salute you. Thank you very much for being part of our life, of this channel. Have yourselves a good day. Cheers!
ocean's warm? Do you like it better when you see the sun? Do you like it better when the sky is blue? I know I do. In a summer state of mind, we've been wasted all the time. In a summer state of mind, in a summer state of mind. Hands, put 'em in that sky, raise your hands. We ain't got no worries, only plans to make everybody dance, 'cause we can. Do you like it better when the ocean's warm? Do you like it better when you see the sun? Do you like it better when the sky is blue? I know I do. In a summer state of mind, we've been wasted all the time. In a summer state of mind, in a summer state of mind. Oh, 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 Do you like it better when the ocean's warm?